Alright, so this chapter tells the story of Naaman, a powerful Syrian commander who was healed of leprosy through Elisha. It highlights God's power, the necessity of humble obedience, and the danger of greed. The first part of this chapter covers Naaman seeks healing. Naaman, commander of Aram's army, is a great warrior but has leprosy. A young Israelite servant girl captured in war tells Naaman's wife that Elisha the prophet could heal him. Naaman goes to his king, who sends him to Israel with a letter to King Jehoram and lavish gifts, silver, gold, and clothing. Israel king panics, thinking the Syrian king is trying to pick a fight. I am God to kill I am I God to kill and make alive? God uses even a captive servant girl to point a mighty warrior toward his prophet. Second part of the chapter covers Elisha's command. Elisha hears and tells the king, "Send him to me, and he will know there is a prophet in Israel." Naaman comes with horses and chariots, standing at Elisha's door. Elisha doesn't even come out. He sends a messenger. "Go wash in the Jordan 7 times, and your flesh will be restored." Naaman is furious. He expected Elisha to perform a dramatic ritual. He mocks Israel's Jordan River compared to Damascus rivers. His servants persuade him. "If the prophet had told you to do something great, wouldn't you have done it? How much more when he says, 'Wash and be cleansed'?" Okay, so Naaman humbles himself, dips even 7 times in the Jordan, and his skin is restored like a child's. Healing came not through ritual or wealth, but the humble obedience to God's word. Okay, the third part of this chapter covers Naaman's gratitude and faith. Naaman returns declaring, "Now, now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel." He offers gifts, but Elisha refuses. Naaman asks for 2 mule loads of Israelite soil so he can worship the Lord from his homeland. He also asks forgiveness in advance. As commander, he must accompany his king into the temple of Rimmon and bow with him. Elisha tells him, "Go in peace." Naaman becomes a believer, showing God's grace reaches even Gentiles. The fourth part of this chapter covers Gehazi's greed. Elisha's servant Gehazi runs after Naaman, lies, and asks for silver and clothes on behalf of Elisha. Naaman generously gives him twice as much. Gehazi hides the goods and lies to Elisha about where he went. Elisha rebukes him. "Is this time to take money or clothes? Naaman's leprosy will cling to you and your descendants forever." Gehazi leaves with skin leprous as white snow. Greed and deceit bring judgment, especially when they distort God's free grace. Okay, what are the key lessons from this chapter? The first lesson is God uses the lowly to direct the powerful. A servant girl pointed to Naaman, to the prophet. Second lesson, humility is the path to healing. Naaman's pride nearly kept him from receiving God's gift. Third lesson, God's salvation is for all nations. Naaman, a Gentile enemy commander, comes to faith in Israel's God, okay? Final lesson, greed corrupts ministry. Gehazi tried to profit from God's work and received Naaman's curse. So Naaman, a Syrian commander, is healed of leprosy after humbling himself and washing the Jordan as Elisha commanded. He acknowledged the God of Israel as the only true God, but Elisha's servant Gehazi, greedy for reward, lies and is struck with Naaman's leprosy, okay?